Hello, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Platys. Platys is a member of the group of live bearers that are quite common in sort of cold water and tropical groups and collections. The general history of live bearers, you can see they've sort of got discovered and they've sort of been really looked after and developed. Probably one of the most popular live bearers is that of the guppy. There's a huge variety of sort of guppy fish there, and they have really nice, the males have really nice tails. They sort of remind me a bit of peacocks, and with the flamboyant sort of colours, and in sort of today's breeding there's really a big sort of demand for different colours. And also you've got your mollies. Mollies are slightly bigger than sort of Platys. They're sort of the same type of shape, but the coloration of sort of mollies are slightly different, and they come from a slightly different group. And last but no means least, you've got sort of Platys. Platys really are looked after in sort of the trade. They're quite a common sort of fish. You can probably pay from between £1.50 and £2 for a platy fish. You can get male and female in platy fish. The males tend to be smaller by about 2 to 3 centimetres at full length, and the females tend to be slightly bigger, around 3 to 5 centimetres in length when fully grown. Breeding sort of Platys is very simple. If you can identify a male and a female, you put them together and nature runs its course. And what you'll see in the female will become very, very fat and very rounded where the anal sort of fin is. And when the female is close to giving birth, a black spot will appear around the anus area, and that spot is what we call a gravid spot. And basically it's a spot where the sort of little fry sort of develop, and it's sort of the end sort of game for them before they enter the real world. And it's quite interesting to see. If you've got a big community tank, you can successfully breed Platys or any live bearers, and they'll survive. Except you do run the risk of other fish eating the young. So you've got two choices really. You can either heavily vegetate sort of the enclosure or the fish tank, or you can take the female out so she gives birth and rear the live fry in another tank. Success rate is much better in having the fry's own tank to rear on, as opposed to keeping them in with the parents. But if space is an issue, then you can leave them in with the parents and they'll survive quite well. Obviously you won't have the numbers because of predation by either the parents or other species. When the fry sort of grow up, you gotta feed them sort of fry food. You can buy this in sort of pet shops and whatnot. When the female is pregnant, it's quite often advisable to feed them protein sources such as bloodworms, and that sort of helps bulk her up. As the fry sort of develop, they will get bigger, and when they get to a certain point you'll see the colorations within the fry. And also it's also important to look at the fin types of the anal fin. Sort of males or females, there's a difference between, I think males have sort of a triangle, and females have a triangle, but the base of the triangle and the thing from the tip of the triangle to the anus is very rounded compared to the straight edges of the male anal fin. So yeah, they make quite good community fish. They sort of survive in sort of the bottom area to the mid area of the tank. They aren't aggressive. Quite often people keep live bearers in live bearing tank. Just be careful that when you are shopping around, there are quite often a lot of hybrids, because another live bearer, what I forgot to mention, is that of swordtails, and swordtails and Platys can interbreed, which produces a hybrid. So just be careful of that. But anyway, Platys are great fish. They're a great beginner fish, and as long as you keep water conditions at a par with each other between quality and sort of movement and oxygenation in the water column, the fish will do quite well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you.